Hello and welcome back to Mars Fantasy Footy. In today's video, I'll be revealing my final draft for the Sun Dream Team format. But before I do, I have an important announcement to make with regards to the blank game week for both Manchester clubs, Burnley and Aston Villa. A lot of Dream Team managers are making a big mistake with regards to their team selection and have been selecting players from the mentioned clubs. For example, over 58% of managers have Kevin De Bruyne, and over 60% of managers have Bruno Fernandes in their Game Week 1 teams. If you are one of these managers, you will be playing catch-up in Game Week 1 as you score blank for these players during Game Week 1. So if you have a team full of City and United players, your ranking will be low. If you are not aware of the new rules that have come into place this season, instead of 3 transfers, you can make a maximum of 5 transfers per month to your team during the allocated transfer period. The first batch of transfers begin when the first match of a new Premier League season kicks off and expires October 2nd. So if you have any Game Week 1 blank players in your team, I suggest you take them out for Game Week 1 and bring them in using your transfer allocation. One more bit of information. During Chelsea's press conference yesterday, Frank Lampard reports that Hakim Ziyech and Ben Chilwell won't be available for the Brighton match. Now for the revealing of my final draft team for Game Week 1. Sticking with my 3-4-3 formation, I have also reverted back to my last season's strategy of selecting all 11 players that represent clubs playing in Europe, as I see these as a double game week where, let's say, a defender has the potential to rack up 2 clean sheets rather than the 1 potential clean sheet from those not representing the clubs playing in European competitions. A few changes from my first draft. Looking at Southampton's double game week fixture, there's a risk of McCarthy being dropped for gun for the Carabao Cup match. Therefore, I have now gone for Martinez of Arsenal. I will be keeping an eye out as to whether Martinez or Leno will be the goalkeeper choice against Fulham. As both Leno and Martinez are priced at £2.5 million each, I can easily slip in a goalkeeper at a similar price. In defence, I have doubled up on Liverpool defence with Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. Both are likely again to hit double digits in assists and also the clean sheet potential Liverpool have to offer. Kurt Zouma of Chelsea completes the defensive trio, as Thiago Silva will not be available for selection. It's more than likely Rudiger and Zouma to allocate the centre-back positions for Chelsea against Brighton. From the news conference yesterday that Hakim Ziyech will not feature against Brighton. For the same price, Havertz comes into my team. Willian keeps his spot, who is a placeholder for when I transfer in players from those who are a blank game week. Dele Alli replaces Lucas Moura, as he'll probably be playing in the number 10 role behind Harry Kane. Saka of Arsenal comes in to complete my midfield 4. No change in my forward lineup. I have Mo Salah, who has been consistent for the past few seasons and most likely to rack up double digits in both goals and assists. Timo Werner, a risk but hopefully can reproduce his Bundesliga form into the English game. Another double-digit haul of goals and assist potential for Sadio Mane, who should rack up similar points throughout the season as teammate Mo Salah. That finalises my final draft for the Sun Dream Team format. Keeping an eye on any news from now until this new season is upon us, the team may be subject to a few tweaks. Please leave your comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification buttons. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for an update just before the kickoff. And good luck in your mini league.